Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Launched for 2016, the current generation of Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean came in many different sizes, of which this, 39.5 millimeters in steel, might be the most appealing overall. So this is the Planet Ocean 39.5. As you can see, 39.5 millimeters in diameter, 14.3 millimeters thick, and from lug tip to lug tip, 45.2 millimeters, with a narrow 19 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now, while the watch is not one of the larger Planet Oceans, you can see quite easily that it still wears with a lot of presence on the wrist. My wrist is 16 centimeters, and to be honest, I think this watch wears better than the larger options. I would wear this and consider it to fit almost like a 41 millimeter conventional watch because it is substantial, it is relatively thick, it's heavy, and on the wrist it gives me the impression of a larger timepiece. I think you could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. Now, taking a look at the hardware, the watch uses a sporting 3-link design with satin finished tops, satin finished shoulders, and removable links fixed by screws. You can see that we have many removable links. And then we have a push-button slider, which is your extension system. It's 9.6 millimeters of incremental in and out adjustment. We also have a thick gauge folding clasp with a single fold swing arm and then twin trigger release so it can't accidentally pop open. The case should be familiar to all Omega fans. Dating back to the early 1960s, this lyre-style lug design with both inward-turning and outward-turning bevels has been used on Seamasters and Speedmasters. This watch, of course, features the narrow satin-finished case band, the end-to-end outer bevel, and a helium escape valve for saturation divers who need to be able to release helium that may build up inside a watch during a dive. The watch features a countersink for the crown, so effectively a shear guard. It is a screw-down crown. The watch is 600 meters water-resistant, and yes, I'm aware 600 meters is not exactly 2,000 feet. We forgive, because there's so much else to love about this watch. Starting with the bezel, let's have a listen. Sharp, precise, distinct, vocal, 120 click. It allows you to line up the luminescent pearl with the broad arrow minute hand. We have a ceramic insert to resist scratches, and we'll do a loom shot right here, where you can see that the hand pointing to the index and the index, both green. Minute hand and index green, so you can easily judge them relative to each other to time your dive in an instant in the dark. Now, of course, the watch features all applique indices, Omega logo and marquee, and it features tri-Arabic numerals that are applied. The dial base is a lovely polished ceramic that gives you the ageless and lustrous qualities of enamel, but without the fragility and expense of enamel. Now, the watch is powered by caliber 8800, which is a bit different from the 8900 that you will find in other examples of the Planet Ocean, the larger sizes. So what we have here is a quick set system for the date, and then we have a hacking seconds function, so you can set your watch precisely to a known accurate reference time. Flipping it all over, you can see caliber 8800 on the reverse side, automatic winding, single barrel, 55-hour power reserve. It has a full balance bridge with a free sprung index for shock tolerance. It is effectively amagnetic, over 15,000 Gauss. So you don't have to worry about the influence of magnets on this watch, thanks not just to its silicon hairspring, but its anti-magnetic escapement. It beats away at a beat rate used throughout the Swatch group on silicon hairspring watches, so 25,200 vibrations per hour. It is a master chronometer, which is everything the COSC is, but it's more. It's a fully cased-up test of the movement and the watch in 6 positions, which includes winding efficiency, power reserve, shock resistance, water resistance, anti-magnetism, and yes, chronometry. All of that, and it uses a coaxial escapement as envisioned by George Daniels and perfected in service by Omega. All of this pivots on 35 joules. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.